Hi, my name is Kate Boyd, and I am presenting on behalf of Reputationist PR for Ann Taylor and the campaign called Every Day is a Runway. So, this campaign is for American retailer Ann Taylor, hence you, the client, and it is a repositioning of the brand after, what we've seen of your recent efforts trying to reposition the brand as a little bit more on trend, sticking with classic pieces, but really trying to challenge some of the struggles and criticisms consumers have had about the pieces being safe. Ann Taylor's often known as, the retailer where mothers shop there. You can find a good power suit there. But we are really attempting with this campaign to change the perception of the brand and increase online and store traffic along with purchases overall. So the desired outcomes for the campaign are to develop brand awareness and recognition for Ann Taylor, and really be able to change our target audience's perceptions of the brand, along with differentiating the product being the clothing, and stress the benefits of shopping at Ann Taylor and wearing those clothes, and that they are high quality and really versatile. And then we are also trying to increase traffic, both, as I said, to your physical stores, to your e-commerce website, and to your social media channels, along with building brand equity and increasing sales and your overall market share, which I think is really possible because you do stand out amongst your competitors like Banana Republic, J. Crew, and White House Black Market, and that you have a better pulse on younger consumers and your target audience and staying stylish and fashionable. So overall, we do want to encourage repeat purchases with your consumers and sort of make them a lifetime customer as they transition throughout the various periods in their life and continue to be a part of their fashion life cycle. So the audiences for this campaign are women 25 to 55. They may or may not have had a sort of traditional professional career, but they do enjoy wearing clothing that makes them look put together. They feel great in, other people compliment them for being stylish, and they most importantly want to look age appropriate. They don't want to look like they have aged themselves. So they are going to have either single or joint income of over $50,000, are very comfortable with spending money on clothing if it is of high quality and is something they can rewear season to season. And then the secondary audiences that are often going to influence that primary group is whether formally or informally, whether these are people that they see on social media or people they know in real life. These secondary audiences are very into fashion. They're very confident about it. They're happy to offer help. But point being is they themselves really encompass someone that the primary target audience wants to emulate. So the theory that is really driving this campaign is uses and gratifications theory, in that our Ann Taylor targeted consumers for this campaign are very active social media users, and they're very motivated by what they can use social media for and what they can get out of it, and that they are using social media more than ever to get visual and verbal cues as far as how to style themselves, what looks best on them, where to purchase pieces to add to their wardrobe collection, and then the gratification of what they get out of that, and that they feel great, they get lots of compliments. They don't have to waste money buying season over season new clothes because they weren't smart shoppers the first time. So this campaign really is offering both an educational and entertainment uses of gratifications for the target audience. It really assists them with a close to their heart need and want they have for being attractive and stylish. That's something they use every single day. And then they really rely heavily on social media to help improve their wardrobe and style. So as far as the visual verbal mix, our campaign is really focused on, it can be both light and bright with some neutrals as accents mixed in. There are lots of colors that are flattering to a variety of skin tones. We're focusing very heavily on pinks and greens along with those neutrals because they can transition well depending on the shade, season to season. And that kind of reiterates some of the keywords that we're using for the campaign, being smart, stylish, but most importantly, versatile. These women are really looking for something that can take them from event to event. They can mix and match very easily. And so the tone of the campaign is similar in that it's friendly, it's helpful, it's inspirational, not to the point where it's out of reach, but it's strong in its messaging, in that Ann Taylor has a very strong brand and sense of style, and any consumers can, emulate that as well. Okay, so as far as our promotional mix, our recommendations for about 3 of the tactics would firstly be a social media content calendar. This will really help the campaign stay cohesive and organized, in that each of the pieces of content has a specific day and time it'll be posted. For each week of the timeline of the campaign, it will show the platform. You've already got your images, captions, hashtags, etc., planned out to make sure that content is both useful and does not repeat itself, and is a nice mix of giveaways versus educational versus inspirational, along with overall just providing a overall vibe that Ann Taylor is for these target consumers for the long run. And they understand the target consumer and audiences are looking for clothing that takes them from not only any age, but to any event. I think the social media content calendar will be really effective because it'll keep everything for the campaign on track. And it's very easy to, at a glance, see how we are planning out the content. Our second tactic would be 30-second digital ads. As I said, this target audience is very heavy in its use of social media. And we are all really used to some short form content. So I think these 30-second digital ads, both on social media channels like Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, along with the Ann Taylor website and any other paid digital ads we would like to do in their placement, such as style blogs like Who Wore What. I think it would be really beneficial to give both a visual and verbal message to our consumers, showing them, here is what Ann Taylor has to offer as far as clothing selection. Oh my gosh, doesn't the model look great? And then let's watch her transition from maybe work to dinner out with friends, or running errands to a family event in the evening. And our consumers can really get a idea of how to take those Ann Taylor pieces and transition them throughout all of their events, along with visually making the emotional connection of seeing a woman who looks like them and who they aspire to dress like. Lastly, our third tactic would be a few pop-up events throughout major cities in the US throughout the timeline of the campaign, being that we would take some open space and assemble a pop-up store with the current Ann Taylor line, along with outfitting it as if it were a regular brick and mortar store. People would be invited to come in. They would first start with a skin tone seasonal color analysis consultation from a professional, get an understanding of what their skin undertone is, what colors look best on them. They would, and this is free, of course, they would then be able to, mill about the store and utilize the personal stylist in the store to help them, and then apply their knowledge from what they learned for the seasonal color analysis and pick out clothes that fit their body style, their skin tone, and let those stylists help them mix and match their pieces so that they learn how to minimize the number of garments they have to wear or have to purchase in order to properly round out their wardrobe. And then lastly, shoppers who attended the pop-up would receive a 20% off their entire purchase card. That was good both in store that day for the pop-up and 30 days afterwards to really motivate them to make a purchase and be a returning customer. As far as the timeline for this campaign, we would kick it off June 1st of 2023 and then continue it all the way through September 30th, 2023. Make sure we hit New York Fashion Week in mid-September and some of the other more minor fashion weeks in Miami and Los Angeles so that we can really tap into making those pops up, having those pop-ups coincide with those fashion events and having lots of influencers and bloggers and stylists be in the same area and have them get to experience the pop-ups and get a better understanding of the new Ann Taylor and be able to spread the word. As far as measurements for success, there are a few. We would definitely measure impressions on both mentions of Ann Taylor and the pop-up stores and any of the other tactics through traditional media, along with the number of follows and interactions on Ann Taylor's social media channels, along with relying on you all to provide metrics on the online and in-store traffic and sales. And then lastly, we would also look at sort of the tone and conversation around the brand online, really get our ear to the ground and a little more generally see the general sentiment and success of the campaign and the brand's repositioning there, just to get an idea of what worked, what can be improved and has an opportunity for growth in the future. So thank you very much. I appreciate your consideration. Have a great day.